Hello everyone to another episode of Natties&BS podcast, hosted you by two natural bodybuilders and coaches, Sam and Mark. In this podcast series, we are covering topics related to bodybuilding and natural bodybuilding. Firstly, we would like to thank you if you're listening to our new episode. In case you're watching and listening on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And in case you're listening in Spotify, please don't forget to follow and rate our podcast. Today, it is our second episode of our podcast series, and today we are going to discuss low versus high volume training. So, as I've mentioned before, we are hosting it. It is Sam again who's with me, and he's going to be with me. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for the introduction. Very nice one and very nice t-shirt, by the way. This is
Thank you.
you got from the ANBF competition, right?
Yes. It was basically included in the how did you call that? Like
Registration when you register.
registration package. Yes,
Mhm.
that basically everyone got who registered to the competition. Yeah, the package included this shirt, if I remember well, a tote bag, a shaker, and probably some sample products, I think. It
Protein
was,
stuff.
yeah, I think it was from the brand Vast
Fast, yeah, the sponsor.
who sponsored the event. Yeah.
Yeah, there was also sponsors for this for 2025 also. I think we saw
Yes,
them there.
yes, yes.
Yeah, let's see if they're sponsoring this year. What I'm gonna get from them.
I actually like those. They're nice products.
They're an Austrian brand, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be part of such an event this year. And so regarding the today's topic, low volume, high volume. So people always keep asking how many sets should I do, how many repetitions. I did some preparation, like I have four main parts about this topic to discuss, which is first one is level of experience, second is number of exercise per session or week, neural adaptation, genetics wise, and good form, bad intensity versus bad form, high intensity. So I would like to take the first one, talking about the level of experience. So it is very unlikely this should be a real topic that you discuss with someone who just starting the gym. When someone is starting the gym, they want to learn the exercise and gain the skill of exercising itself. So we start to discuss such topics after at least 3 to 6 months of training, at least. Like this is the base
Yes.
minimum. If someone is really interested in the gym and putting all the effort, so they will learn fast. And from this period, we can start to maybe add more variation for exercises by lowering the number of sets, so they can like get more out of it. But it cannot be a discussion for someone just starting the gym in their first 1 or 2 months or even 3 months. So what do you think from your experience? How do you approach this with your clients?
Yeah, I can definitely agree uh, with all your points that you've mentioned because I believe that if someone's new to the gym, let's say, it is absolutely not the main point. For the main point, I would probably say um, execution, proper exercise execution. So learning the movement patterns. After after many years, I still feel like there's improvements to be made or can be made in case of my trainings. So there's even space to improve in that after many years, but it should be the main priority in my opinion. And after that, you can possibly assess the volume that you're working with in case of the given client, let's say.
Yeah, of course. The thing is like, yeah, we have been doing this for years and years, and we're still learning because um, I believe that the more muscles you build, the better connection you build with the muscles, and the better exercising skill you develop. So it comes with time. But I think for general population, just to start to going from 3 or 4 sets down to 1 or 2 sets, I would say maybe it can be a matter of month. It depends of how the person is invested in the gym. Like if someone is doing the gym just for uh, not even a hobby, but just to stay fit and not investing even the mental effort in going with this adaptation of the movement, it's gonna be very slow. That it can take years, not months. And I have witnessed this with some clients, other clients that within few months, because they really like was invested in it and really focused, within few months I was able to reduce the number of sets to 2 sets and even do my reps in some exercises, and it have like they have been growing and seeing good results out of it. Um, so yeah, it depends on the person and the person himself, and how they want to put how much effort and energy they're putting in this purpose.
Okay, so let's say when you realize that the client has developed pretty well exercise execution skills, in that case, you you might reduce some volume and increase, let's say, intensity in some kind of way. Like let's say you've mentioned my reps and such methods.
Yeah, so when people are training, like the people who train with me in person, so we are like it's different than when someone is training with you online. In person, you are limited with time, like 1 hour session or so. So you want to get the most out of this 1 hour. When I make sure that the person is already like very like started to develop the skill of the execution of the exercise, I think it's like to give more value for the time and money spent on this 1 hour. It's better to reduce the number of sets and with higher intensity, so we have more room to add more exercises, so they benefit from the more from the time you are spending together by learning more exercises, and so developing their physique in a more advanced way, let's say. Other than this, I mean, for me, I invest so much on how to make this 1 hour count, and sometimes I ask them to come a bit earlier to do warm up because they don't need me for the warm up if like they are doing
Yeah,
treadmill or something.
that's
Yeah,
right.
because yeah, I mean, I am hyper focused on how to maximize the value they get out of me in this 1 hour. So this is how I worked toward my clients, and it has been working really good for me so far, and for my clients, and everyone like the time we spend together because so productive in this 1 hour. We get the most out of it. They are completely cooked after this 1 hour. So, and I have clients have been with me even more than 1 year. They started with me in 2024, and we're still working together till now. So this is something that I can say this is the result of the effort I'm giving and putting in my work. So people
Yeah,
love
for sure.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can definitely agree with this approach that you put into in 3 days training sessions. Like I'm also trying to provide as much value as possible in that 1 hour. Uh, I sometimes even feel like I'm moving from exercise to exercise in a hurry, and I heard from one of my friends. He said I'm always moving, walking too fast from one how do you say, from one exercise to
One
another,
exercise to another, yeah.
because I always feel like I don't want to waste time with that and provide even more value for my clients.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, I know that uh, those half minutes or 10 seconds won't really matter probably, but I don't know, I'm like that.
You're feeling better when you are being efficient. And
Yes.
actually, they feel it too. I mean, the clients feel this too. I mean, it's something that is noticeable when they feel that you are very careful to deliver as much as possible to them in this time they're spending with you. Maybe we can move to the second point, which is a number of exercises per session or week. And what is your preference when it comes to this?
Um, it really depends on training experience, and there are quite a few other aspects, uh, like other training variables that that have an impact on training volume.
Yeah, it is somehow related to the first part, the experience and the
Yeah,
number of sessions
yeah, yeah.
exercising.
Um, let's let's have a look at it from my point, or from my training. Let's say I don't have an exercise at all throughout the week that has 4 working sets, and I do have exercises with 3 working sets, but just a few. So mostly I'm working with 2 working sets. And in those ones, I usually have a top set and a back off, uh, depending on how the first set goes. Sometimes I don't decrease weight for the second set, let's say, but usually if we take a look at a given training session, I mean, it really differs session by session how much working sets I'm working with.
I have a question here. What do
Yes,
you mean by not decreasing the weight in the second set? You don't
because
like you do two sets with the same weight?
yeah, yes. So since I've experienced my strength level, I go for my first set. I build up the warm up sets like I'm preparing for the highest weight for my first working set.
Okay.
And basically, I can state that it never happens that I'm working with a higher weight for my second working set that I did for my first one.
So what is your rep range, if I may ask, like in your exercise?
Um, it depends on the exercise, but for I usually go for a lower rep range for my first working set. Um, let's say for Smith squat, I go for 6 to 9 probably.
Okay.
But I wouldn't mind if I'd be able to do just 5, for example.
Okay.
Um, but just to have a look at a smaller muscle group, for example, biceps. I'm usually going for higher rep ranges, but I used to do lower ones as well. So I used to do probably 7 or 8 reps for biceps as well, which I don't know, which might be considered a bit too low, but I think it can be perfectly fine if you still have those last really difficult 2 or 3 repetitions. Nowadays, I'm more likely to go for around 8 to 12.
So just to maybe we can clarify to people who are listening. The common thoughts about rep ranges used to be back in the day is 1 to 5 is powerlifting, 6 to 12 is bodybuilding, 15 and more or 12 plus are endurance athletes. This was the common thinking about it. It is completely like it's not completely different right now, but it is like it's more like talk about it or discussion about it, because if we going by leading by scientific researches and experiences, muscles grow like from the stimulus repetitions, which is basically the 5 to 6 repetitions to failure. But why do we do like more repetitions sometimes? For example, if we are doing RDL or any sort of deadlift, somewhere between 4 to 8 or even 10. Like 4 to 8 is a very sweet spot for such an exercise. 12 or more is gonna be a bit too much. Like this is from my own experience, I would say. Like I don't go off more than 10. You can go more than 10, but for me, I don't feel it is not necessary. For other exercises like lateral raises, so most likely like the isolation exercises. So I bring this example because I have like okay shoulders or a bit above okay, I would say.
Yeah, pretty well developed, I would say.
Yeah, because I received on TikTok one time someone commenting on my video, very nice physique, might you need work about on your shoulders a bit more. I was like, dude. Yeah, I mean, I would accept it if you say legs, but not shoulders.
Yeah,
But anyway, so
probably just your age weight.
yeah, like internet is a very weird place to be in, actually. Social TikTok especially. So for me, I feel better with higher rep range on shoulders. I feel more connected. Which just bring us to the neural adaptation and genetics.
The rep range for your shoulders that you've mentioned that you like to work above 10 repetitions, right?
Uh, yeah, around like 8 or more or 10 or more.
Yeah.
So this is like because it this is one of the like the next topic I would like to discuss, which is like come to neural adaptation, and this is can different from one person to another due to like genetic reasons. Um, So there is things that we can agree on that we all can feel, or we can say to the small muscle groups. Small muscle groups we can lean towards more repetitions because they are small. It's a bit harder to connect with more than, for example, your quads or your chest or your back. So when you are doing flat press or leg extension or squat, you don't really need to go after like more than 8 to 10, like more than 10 plus repetitions to feel the muscle. You will feel it from maybe third or fourth repetition already. But for example, for me, when I do small muscle groups like biceps, triceps, uh, I do maybe 2 to 3 sets. Sorry, and I lean toward having the first set somewhere between 11 to 15 repetition. So I get my like build this connection and I don't know, sensation with the muscle. And
Yes.
the second and third set, I would go for 8 to 10 rep range. So like these muscle groups is the only one I do 3 sets sometimes because I don't train them. I only do one exercise per session twice a week or something. So I just
Oh,
give
for
the
your
3 sets.
arms.
Yeah, because my arms are well developed, so I do
Yeah, yeah.
first,
Definitely understand that. Yeah.
yeah,
Just wanted to.
only 2 times a week, and every time only one exercise or second exercise I can do just my rep. So
So you basically have like roughly 6 working sets for biceps and triceps for a week.
I do triceps on my push day. I do 3 sets of cable push down and one my rep set for overhead press. And second day of the week, which is upper body, I do just 3 sets of cable push down. Is it easy bar or a rope? But these days I'm leaning towards more rope, so I have variety. One was easy bar at the beginning of the week, and one was easy like the rope at the end of the week. And I like it. It is like theoretically not that much difference because you are doing elbow extension in both movements. But
Exactly.
for some reason, when I use the rope, I start to feel my lateral head more working, which felt good and like, attacking the muscles was different sensation or I mean sometimes in other scenarios different angle, but in this one, I don't know, it's more about sensation, but it is the same elbow angle and everything, but for some reason I feel connected with the lateral head more than the easy bar cable push down. So that's why I added to my programming.
So if I've understood you correctly, you right now you prefer the rope
Uh,
over,
on the upper day, I do the rope, and on the push day, I do the
yeah,
the bar.
but you've got a
So,
better sensation and better feeling with the rope, like a
for
better
the
better
lateral head.
for the lateral head. Okay, but in terms of let's say peak contraction, do they feel the same for you?
Peak contraction, I feel more control with the easy bar.
Yeah, that's what I feel as well, because like um, peak contraction in the case of using a rope, I think it can really depend on the length of the rope, because
Exactly.
if it's not long enough, there's no way you can fully extend your elbows.
Exactly. That's why I don't like the classic rope. There is another rope which has like handle in it. It's like
Yes, I know what
yeah,
you're talking about.
it's a
Yes, yes, yes.
closed-ended
It,
rope. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. But is that rope material that you've got there?
I have both, but I communicated the gym management to buy this one, like, and thankfully they responded and bought it. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have it at my
I
gym.
was actually thinking about purchasing one of these because I could definitely fully extend my elbows with those. Like I don't know what's the exact name of that handle, but I think we're talking about the same one, which has like
Like
this,
U shape, yeah.
yeah, U shape, and in it
Like you put your
sometimes,
hand in it and just you don't have
yes,
even to hold it.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. And I
It's
think
very good also for the when you're training. If you want to do the
overhead extension,
pull over for your
pullover,
lats.
yes, exactly, exactly.
It is very good, yeah. I mean, since you are working in a gym and you already have communication with the management, it's not expensive at all. You can ask them to buy it
No, not at
actually.
all. Yeah, for referring to the just because you've mentioned for the pullover one,
Yes.
cable, using the cable, right? That's what you mean. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 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 cable
Uh,
pullover. I don't have it in my programming, and I have other exercises in my programming for lats. I wanted to add it, but I was like, I had this discussion with my coach that I feel it's so good connecting with the lats with this one. He told me it's gonna be like, since we already like okay with the exercises we have for now, it will be like it doesn't mean that because it feels good that it's going to add more. It can be more bad than good because we already know our recovery from the exercise you are doing. So it's not just smart to keep adding more exercise just because it feels good. Because if we gonna follow feeling good, we're gonna like have endless exercises to add.
Yeah, yes. By the way, how many you've got a pool day, right?
I have I do push pull legs, one rest, upper, lower.
Upper, lower?
Yes.
Yes. Same with me actually. Um, how many back exercises do you do on pool day?
On pull day, I have two upper back and two lats. I do, yeah, two upper back, two lats, one rear delt, and two biceps. I start with single arm lat pull down, which I like when I kneel was on one knee, and because I don't have the lat pull, so I do it in the on the cable pull down, and then I do another two sets of barbell row, and third exercise is single leg seated row for lats, and last one is uh, shoulder widths, slightly more than shoulder widths, pull down upper back, and then I do my rep cable rear delts, and then three sets of preacher curl and three sets of behind back biceps curl.
Are there two working sets for each back exercise?
Yes, for each back exercise are two sets and one my rep for the rear delt and three per exercise for biceps. And for you, you also have pull day, right?
Yes.
I mean, you should not have pull day. You already have a huge back.
Yeah. You can always improve. Yeah. I literally have the same setup to say the least. I start with pull down motion, but to be honest with you, on my upper days and on pool days, um, I have that, I would say, pull down exercise, but for me, I rather look at these movements more like a high row probably because I actually put you say that like pretty good emphasis on shoulder blade movement and scapular movement as well. So I don't stay too upward, too straight with my upper body. I just lean a bit backwards, and then that's how I do it. So
Yeah,
I
I never do any back movement with a straight spine or a straight torso.
yeah.
Yeah, I always have this lean
So
back because
that, that's
otherwise you're
that's
gonna.
that's how I approach these pull down movements. So that's my first exercise. On No, that's not my first exercise on my pool day. So, so my first exercise is also a unilateral cable row, bench supported.
Just
Um,
supported.
I'm sitting on a bench and facing the
When you sit on
cable.
the bench and you do the
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
lats.
But
Okay.
I'm doing it more like in a horizontal way.
Yeah, so like iliac pull down. The for the
Yeah,
lat,
but
the lower portion of the lat, yeah.
yes, yes, yes. But
Yeah, like how
the
many
cable
exercises
wasn't
per lat you do? Per
per
pull?
lat.
Like for example, in your pull day, how many exercise for lats and how many exercise for upper back?
Um, this first exercise is definitely lat focused. That's 3 working sets,
Okay.
and then I move on to the pull down, which I I wouldn't defer that as neither a lat focused one, neither an upper back focused one. That's like just doing a pulling movement. Every basically each and every muscle group on my back will work with that movement, I believe, and so that's 2 working sets. So I would say that's a mixed. So both upper back and lats as well. Probably a bit more back if I had to decide like percentage wise. Uh,
I mean, for you, you can get away with anything you can do with your back because your back is going to, I mean, is going to grow. It's like for me, for example, my arms, whatever I do for my arms, they grow because
yeah, I mean
it's meant to be this way.
it looks like the opposite for me, but it starts to get visible as I've increased volume on my arms. I will. I'm finishing the back day that I was talking about and getting back to this arm volume stuff because I think that could also be interesting. How I put more emphasis on arm training and developing arms. Uh, so the pull down movement is my second exercise, and I do only have a third one, a T-bar row, 2 working sets. So that's my really upper back focused one. So I definitely don't drive my elbows near to the torso. Um, I keep it, I don't know, in like 45, 60 degree angle compared to my
Yeah, yeah.
torso. Um, and really focus on a big stretch at the bottom. I think you can you can have a better feeling for the stretch if you inhale in that, because I mean that's how I do it, and I exhale when I'm doing the pulling movement. Are you doing it the opposite way?
I don't do T-bar row because I don't have it at my gym.
Yeah, yeah.
But the main question a lot of people like can argue about in this point is, do you round your shoulder blades on the bench when you're going down, or you keep your
Uh,
chest proud?
yeah, I actually round. Yeah, I round my shoulder blades, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like I definitely have a bigger stretch that way, and I believe with the breathing you can add a bit more stretch feeling, because um, as you inhale your
You mean exhale or inhale?
inhale.
Okay, you take.
I'm going
Okay, okay.
into the stretch position. So
Because for me, when I'm exercising, when I go in a stretching position, I exhale, so I empty my lungs.
I see, I see. So in T-bar rows, I actually do the opposite, because with inhale, my rib cage extends a bit,
Okay.
and by extending my rib cage, um, at the back, I really feel like my scapulas can get a bit further away from each other, hence having a better stretch.
Okay, now for me, like I just like to have this the same result. I just keep my chest proud. So, but I don't do it in the T-bar because I don't do the T-bar. I don't have it. But I do similar like when I do seated row, upper back focus was like kind of wide grip on the seated row. So when
Is
I
that a
go
chest
to
supporting machine?
it's not chest support, it's just the seated
Oh,
row.
it's on the just yeah, I know.
So when I get the wide grip to do like upper back focus exercise on the seated row, I just try to maximally keep my chest proud. So actually I get my upper back get maximum stretch rounding on around the rib cage. So yeah, when you keep your chest up, so your rib cage like your back is straight more straight, so it's like I don't have any spine flexion. So I give my upper back muscles a chance to be stretched on the rib cage, around the rib cage. So I get the maximum stretch this way. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, this is the point of in exercising. It's different from one person to another. Like we can have
Yes, exactly.
different experiences, but we are getting the same output because our bodies are not built the same. We are built different. And this is
The
like a lot of yes.
yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Yeah,
No, no, no. I
go on.
mean, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to just to highlight this point because people keep thinking about the optimal and the most perfect movement that it will build the muscles and like as like we are doing some magic or something like, but it is uh, happening by practice and seeing the outcome and evaluating to see if we are getting the results we want out of it or not. Some clients tell me, how many repetitions should I do for warm up? I was like, as much as you can, or as much as you have to feel warm and nice before we are hitting the like the real weight. I mean, I was like, if we have been working together now for more than 6 months, so you do this only with your sensation. I was helping you at the beginning with hypothetical numbers, just expecting that you are good at this point. But now you should be more into like sensing and testing yourself to see what is working better for you. And I think our rule or one of the things we should like we are obligated to teach to our clients is to develop the sensation on when to like how many repetition and the weights we are using for the warm up before going into the real set. And the technique also sometimes is like, is it good this way or should I move a bit higher, a bit lower? Okay, we have guidelines or like we have the main lines that we should follow, but there is small tweaks that it is not a major change that can be uh, different from one person to another to feel the working muscle.
Yeah,
What do you think about this?
yeah, I can definitely share your point of view on this one. So I'll be honest, I don't have anything to add to this
So yeah,
because
agreeing with what I'm saying.
yeah, absolutely. Uh, One question I just wanted to ask when I
Okay.
interrupted you, sorry,
No worries.
is that we're talking about the uh, negative phase of a pulling movement. And let's say when you do the uh, contraction and you're pulling the weight towards you, uh, how do you move with your torso, with your upper body? Do you move at all?
No, I prefer to keep so it can have minor to zero movement. So I prefer like the least movement I can go with or not at all because I want to keep the tension at its peak on the muscle throughout the movement.
Yeah,
So
I
no.
can agree with that. Yeah. I'm trying to go with this kind of execution on the T-bar as well. So when I'm doing the pulling movement, I'm really concentrating on like lifting my chest, basically nothing or barely anything up from the chest support, because uh, why would I need a spine extension in?
Yeah, this is something kills me when I see people doing it in the gym, like when they are swinging, like if they're in a, I don't know, dream park or something. Like I mean, it's not a game. I mean, you are getting least doing these swings. You are not helping yourself at all.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
So probably
sometimes,
so
yes.
either we're working with too much weight, or I mean, you're not going to increase your range of motion by range of motion uh, for the rhomboids or the trapezius by extending your back.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of muscles are going to be involved, which are we don't need at all. Like people who like the most famous swing when it comes to ego lifting, the biceps curl. A lot of people like keep swinging their back when they're like biceps curl and yeah, I mean it. Okay, you are not moving. You're still working your biceps, but when you use less weight, you are going to get same results, but because you are not swinging, you will exert less effort and reaching the same end result. So it's meaningless just to do these swings to fulfill your ego. You can do it once every now and then when you want to fill your ego, but don't keep it stable on your routine because it's just gonna exhaust you for nothing.
Yes. Um, one thing that came into my mind, just came into my mind, that we were now talking about like volume within a bodybuilding program, and in one of your stories recently, I saw that you you mentioned that you might want to compete not just in bodybuilding but probably in powerlifting as well in the future. Is that right?
Yeah, I did post this after my leg session. It was yesterday, and I have been facing a lot of pressure from my younger cousin because he is a power lifter, and our uncle is also used to be a power lifter. He did both compete in powerlifting and bodybuilding. And the crazy part is my younger cousin is now, I don't know, he's 18 years old and uh, no, he's 19 now because he was born in 2007. He's 19 and tomorrow is participating in his third world championship in powerlifting.
At 19?
He already he competed as teen and he has two world champion titles by now. He's going to get the third tomorrow. He's crazy. He just got out of lower back injury 2 weeks, sorry, for 2 or 3 months, didn't touch a weight in the gym. And after like 2 weeks from coming back, he went to qualification. He qualified to the Worlds and he's going to participate tomorrow.
Okay, but right now he's completely healthy and doing fine, right?
Yes, as far as I know. I mean, man, if you see his diet, his diet, he's barely eating any protein. Like his diet is so shit. He don't really. He's doing only like he's getting programming and only exercising, but no programming in his diet. He is 110 kg body weight, and he squats 300 kg for 3 reps. Yeah, he is massive and crazy. I can't imagine. I say, like, dude, if you come to me, I will just diet you down to a bodybuilding competition. He has crazy amount of muscle mass. I mean, when I see the bodybuilding community keep talking about insulin sensitivity and how to be sensitive to food to build muscles, and I look at my cousin, I was like, I mean, all this is bullshit. Compared to he's breaking all these rules. But yeah, he keep pushing me to do it, and I mean, who don't like to lift heavy? I mean, deadlifting, heavy squats, heavy, oh, lifting heavy deadlifts and heavy squats and bench press is something that you enjoy to do. So my weights are not bad in these exercises, and if I put some programming and powerlifting for it, I believe I can develop fast. So if I do it, I would do it only for one season because I want to still be a bodybuilder because I'm more a bodybuilder than a powerlifter, but I would definitely like to have the experience. So yeah, I mean,
Sounds good. Sounds good. Will be
yeah, I mean,
interesting to see that.
I do RDL 2.3 times my body weight when I'm dieting on maintenance. Imagine when I'm surplus, how much I can do. Like now I'm 79.5 kg, and yesterday I did 190 kg RDLs for 6 reps, and I'm eating on maintenance 3,300 calories.
Yeah, and for deadlift, that would probably, I mean, most likely that would be even a higher weight.
Yes, because you are
Sure.
not keeping constant tension on your low L and your back or
Yeah, exactly.
like the RDL. So yeah, it's something definitely I would like to try in the future. Maybe I would say 2027 or 2028 because my next bodybuilding season is going to be 2028 or 2029. So it depends which year I'm going to focus for next bodybuilding season, and I will do. Are you not interested in trying powerlifting?
No, I've never been.
Okay, so yeah,
I mean, um, when I was definitely not uh, informed enough and looked up information on the internet, I used to do like, I don't know, how, powerlifting kind of stuff during my trainings. I clearly remember that I used to do barbell bench presses every Monday on my push days, and on each and every single one of my push days every week, one for a 1 rep max.
okay, that's brutal.
Yes, there was absolutely no point of doing that. Uh, so each Mondays I was suffering with 130 for weeks for a rep, let's say.
Okay. I've never been a one rep max person. Like till now, I didn't try it. Like I just calculate it like with online calculator my one rep max, but I never do a really one rep max in the gym.
For bench press I did. I think probably for deadlift as well. I don't think it was that much. I remember probably 230 kg, but I was definitely above. I think I was definitely at least 90 kg at that point, if I
Okay.
remember well. And for squats, I don't think I've ever done a real 1 rep max, but I'm talking about times that I wouldn't accept that form nowadays at all for my squatting, let's say. So I don't know. I probably did like 200 kg for 5 reps in squats, but I got
200.
down to, sorry.
200.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah, but not even close to full range of motion. I mean, okay, if you're looking at it from a powerlifting point of view, you don't need full range of motion because there's a standard. But I don't think I went below uh, uh, at horizontal level,
Yeah, like to have your
or roughly
humor.
that level, and that was it. So I'm definitely if I had to do free weight squatting, I would definitely rather go for 160, let's say 150 or 160 with full range of motion, rather than doing those kind of 200 kgs.
This is decent. For me, I do what I did last time was 130 for 10 because I don't like when I do the Smith machine, I don't really calculate the bars, so I was putting um 65 each side, so 130.
Yeah, but I saw that you're squatting pretty decent weight on the Smith machine, and your range of motion is also perfect.
Thank you. I'm trying to give like I'm looking forward to improve in every leg session because it was a weak point for me. And I'm not sure if you saw before, like I did post a picture before and after for my legs. I brought my legs up a lot in this
Yeah,
past year.
exactly. Like both in size, which is also very visible in my opinion, and for me, which might also be a bit more visible uh, in terms of development, is the separation. So you can clearly now you can clearly see like the the rectus femoris, running down from your hips. So yeah, huge improvements.
Yeah, I had an issue before with my rig fem. I don't, I'm not, I'm sure you don't know about it. That one time I was doing CC squat and I heard something cracking in my rig fem in the muscle. I was like, oh my God, I teared my rectus femoris. I was like, and this was when I was in the pre-prep diet, and I said like, fuck, I'm fucked. But I noticed that I can perform every quad exercise totally fine except the CC squat. So I discussed it with my coach that I should just cut it off. We don't need it. It's an intensifier at the end. It's like not the main exercise that my legs will fall apart if I don't do. But I kept doing some foam rolling and try to I try to like release the tension around the muscle and keep it relaxed for better recovery and I'm not sure about the whole routine I used to do, but at the end it's recovered and I'm back doing CC squats now. So yeah, back on CC squats because it's one of the main exercises that focus on the rectum and actually building more mass in the legs, helping now to make it showing up more in the body fat I have for now. Like I'm maybe 1.5 or somewhere between 1.5 to 2 kg from my lowest body weight on the pre-prep diet, which I had very good separation on my legs. And I still have decent separation, I think, because of the muscles has been built throughout these past 10 weeks, I would say. It's very interesting how you can develop fast in such short period.
Yes, yes.
Like I increased like I was doing a maintenance and I was dropping weight for 3 weeks. And last week I had an increase of half kg and I didn't increase the calories at all. I was still in maintenance, the same calories I was losing weight on. I I
That's
think it's just
interesting.
yeah, it was I think rebound from the muscles I lost during my vacation on the Christmas vacation and New Year. But it's weird how it works. It didn't work out on 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and one time it just after the first week, boom, half kilo up. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
A very interesting one, actually. What is your favorite nut butter?
From the ones I've tried so far, I would say a given variation of a peanut butter. Um, the Choco Crisp peanut butter version from Process is my favorite so far.
Okay.
Afterwards, I really like the pecan, caramelized pecan one from the same brand. And what I also really like is the cashew one. Yeah, I like the cashew one a lot as well.
Basic cashew.
Yeah, that is a simple cashew one.
Okay.
What about you? Yeah, you just tried a few new ones, right?
Yeah, I tried only like I have the hazelnut and the almond. Have you tried the almond before?
I might, but I don't remember correctly.
Okay. So for me, so
Uh,
far, the almond is my favorite.
yeah.
I did a big order with 2 kg of almond in it yesterday, but I had to cancel the whole order because I mistakenly ordered crunchy peanut butter and I wanted the smooth one because because it's really annoying me when it's showing on the nuts. I had to
Yeah.
cancel. I hope they still have the discount after I get the refund from this because they still need to approve my cancellation. Then I will reorder again, but hopefully they still have the discount code. But yeah, so far the
Yes.
almond is the most taste. I mean, it is rich, the richest taste after the peanut butter for me. So cashew, it is good, but it's not as rich in taste as almond butter and peanut butter, from my experience.
Okay, so from
The strength of the taste, the richness.
yeah, yeah, from richness of of taste of flavor, you would put almond at first, then peanut butter, and then the hazelnut probably.
I have the hazelnut, but I didn't try it yet. I will update you when I try it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, because I think it's not good to have like all the. I mean, it's good. As they say, it's better to consume within under 3 months. So I prefer not to open too many packages at once. So and like the taste can maybe go not the best like by the time. So I have like at least two, just two to like change between, and then I open another one. But I'm very excited to or make this reorder again because before the discount finished because the discount was crazy, like 40% discount. And when it comes to almond butter, yeah, I mean it's not that cheap. It's like 25 or more euros, and
Yes.
40% is something. So what? Let me. I have another question for you, or do you have something for me?
Um, I think during our talks and the side topics that came up, we roughly covered the ones that I wrote down.
Okay.
Do you have any others?
I have big topics, but we can cover in like next week because it's gonna take maybe way longer than we need for now, and we're
Yeah.
already like 1 hour. So just to not make it a very long episode and easy to digest for people, we can put a closure if you have nothing more to say.
Yeah,
So yeah, we are
we're
good.
fine.
Okay. So guys, thank you very much if you're still listening, and we appreciate you coming and listen to our podcast. And again, we would like to say if you are interested um, in having coaching with me or Mark, you can find our um, social media in the description. You can contact us. And if you're enjoying the podcast, don't forget to like, comment, and follow or subscribe, depending on which platform are you listening from. And give us a follow on social media. We will put our links in the caption or description. Thank you very much and see you next week.
See you.